Many of you guys watching this video may be asking yourself, how much money do you really need to invest into SCHD to be able to retire and live a comfortable life? Well, you came to the right place because in this video, I'll be revealing exactly how much money you need to invest into SCHD to be able to retire and live off those dividends. If you're not investing your money, you are literally costing yourself thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Being able to retire at a young age is a goal I personally have, and it's probably a goal you also have as well. And this is why I am investing into dividend stocks for the long term. An important thing you should definitely know is that when it comes to dividend investing, time is your best friend. By being invested, your money will get to compound and grow faster every year, especially if you hold back the temptation of cashing out those dividend payouts and reinvesting them, letting them grow throughout the years. The first couple of years may seem slow, but remember, long-term investing is a long-term play. Dividend investing is not a get-rich-quick method. Think of this as a marathon and not a sprint. Once you invest for 5, 10 to 20 years, you will notice huge growth, especially as the years go by, and you will get to see exactly why later in this video. If you hang on to your stock longer, the more significant amount of money you will receive and get rewarded by both the capital appreciation and the dividends. To determine how much money you need to invest into SCHD to be able to retire, we will get some help using a dividend calculator. I will be using this dividend calculator and inputting some numbers and data to help us accurately determine exactly how much money you need to invest into SCHD to be able to comfortably retire and live off those dividends. By the way, I am not sponsored by MarketBeat, but in this video I'll be using the MarketBeat free dividend calculator, and there are so many other dividend calculators out there, but I will be choosing this one for this video. So if we scroll down and input our numbers, let's say you currently have $10,000 to begin with, which may be a lot or a little for many of you guys out there, but $10,000 is a pretty reasonable number for any young folks out there. But you could also input a number that you may feel comfortable at. But for this video, let's say you have $10,000 ready to invest in. So since this dividend calculator does not have an option to add your initial investment, we will simply have to input the number of shares of SCHD. And to do so, you simply divide 10,000 and the current stock price, which is $71.43. We get 139.9, and let's simply round it up to 140. So 10,000 adds up to 140 shares of SCHD. If you want to double check this, just take out your calculator and type in the number of shares, which in this case will be 140 times the current stock price. And since the stock price is at $71.43, we will input that. And this gives us 10,000. So for the number of shares, I will add 140 to the dividend calculator. And for the annual dividend yield, we will add 3.61%, since that is the current dividend yield for SCHD. For the expected annual dividend amount increase, we will simply divide the 5-year growth rate, which is 13.69, by 5 and get 2.738 as our expected annual dividend amount increase. For the share price, we simply type in the current stock price of SCHD, which is $71.43. For the DIP, let's put yes, which stands for dividend reinvested. And let's add an annual contribution of, let's say, $5,000. And let's say we stay invested for 40 years. And if 40 years is not the time you're willing to wait for, like I said, feel free to play around with this calculator and add numbers that better suits you. Once you have everything ready, simply click on calculate dividends to see your results. Our ending balance will be $1,122,824.10, and the total return will be 434.68%. And guess what? The total dividend payments over the 40 years will be $266,682.11. And if we continue to scroll down, we could also see the dividend growth every year. In 1 year, not much changes as we currently have 140 shares. At year 5, since we are contributing and reinvesting our dividends, our total amount of shares grew to 416, paying us an annual dividend yield of $1,195, and definitely enough to pay a couple bills every month. But let's keep reinvesting those dividends. Our total balance will be $43,961. Let's now look at year 10. In our 10th year of investing, we now own 735 shares of SCHD and receive an annual dividend yield of $2,419. Our annual dividends have doubled in just 5 years, and our new balance is $92,708. So in just 10 years alone, your $10,000 grew to almost $100,000 by simply reinvesting your dividend payouts and contributing every year. This shows the power of compounding your money. Fast forward to the year 20, we now own 1,302 shares of SCHD and receiving a dividend payout of $5,609, with our total balance now at $256,601. In our 30th year of investing, we now own 1,784 shares and receive a nice dividend payout of $10,071. $10,000 in dividends is a lot of money and could definitely help you out. But let's keep reinvesting to see where it takes us. We now have 564,508 with 71 cents. And in year 40, since we stayed disciplined and reinvested all of our dividends, we now own 2,195 shares of SCHD and have a dividend payout of $16,232.91, with a new balance of $1,122,824 with 10 cents. But check this out. What happens if we stay invested for another 10 years? Let's see what happens if we stay invested for an additional 10 years. Our ending balance will be $2,110,078.82, and our total dividend payouts over 50 years will be $473,164 with 8 cents. Imagine having over $2 million at your reach. Life will definitely be much easier. Reaching $1 million is much more achievable than you may think. We just saw the power that comes with compounding our money. All it takes is discipline and time. And this is why earlier I mentioned that time is your best friend when it comes to long-term investing. So I encourage you to start as soon as possible, because you saw 10 years may cost you $1 million. And if you don't have a brokerage account, make sure you use my referral links down below. That way you and I will get rewarded with free stocks. And with this out the way, thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe for more content when it comes to investing. It's been your boy Kendrick, and I'm out. Peace.